We got May 28th, 2025. Okay? So the thought that's on my mind today is anything you want to do is reps. Anything. If you want to be a doctor, that's reps. You go to school, you put up reps, you learn knowledge, you get better, you become a doctor. If you want to be a good baseball player, you work out, you get stronger, you get faster, you put up reps, you get your swing better. Right? If you're a pitcher, you work on pitching stuff. Right? Whatever you want to do is just reps. But what do those reps take? Those reps take time. And that time can't be bought or it can't be shortened. Some people are luckier. Some people have better genetics. Some people can speed up that time, but reps take time regardless of what you're doing. So that time, there's only so much time in a day. So if you want to get something, like, why not spend the most amount of time as you can on that? But then there's also the balance of, like, other responsibilities. There's things you have to do by default in life, right? Like, and it's easy to get distracted and not realize how much time you're spending. So move off of inspiration, because before motivation is inspiration. You get inspired and then you get motivated, right? And that motivation creates discipline. That discipline creates, the discipline is actions, and those actions create habits. And those habits create the life that you seek. So when you dumb it all the way down to today, right now, ideas are great. Like, the ideas can lead you places, but seeing all these people successful, like, that's the one thing I like about social media. You can see all of these people who have succeeded in different avenues doing things that are off the beaten road. And they did it, so it shows you that it's possible. And some of these guys have been on social media for so long now that you can go back and actually see what they were doing in the moment to get to where they're at now. And it doesn't mean you copy and paste, but it can be similar. And that is inspirational to me, in the sense that, like, okay, what is it that I want to make compounding actions for right now? Like today. Like, what compounding actions do I want to make? Because if I'm not intentionally making compounding actions that lead me toward a place I want to be, then I'm making compounding actions in an unintentional way that are leading to me a place that I don't want to be. So think about today. Think about right now. And if you don't know where you're going, it doesn't have to be done right now. That's the balance of it. Like, you sit back and then you push forward once you know which way to push forward. Ponder, sit back, think, push forward. Obviously, there's obstacles, there's things that are required of you. But as soon as you get that inspiration, I'm ready to go. Let's and if it's a failed attempt, good, I can move on and move to the next thing and get better at that thing, or figure out the next move that I can make and go to that thing. Right? So I've never really thought about the word iteration, but I was listening to a podcast the other day and someone said iteration is, there's repetition that's doing the same thing, and then you have iteration where it's like, this attempt is better than the last. Like, that's iteration. You always want your newest attempt to be better than your last, or in a better direction than the last. And honestly, the only person that can say that this is a better move for me, or this is right or wrong, is you. Because honestly, we all live these lives, but, like, your perspective of the world, your actions, your thoughts are the only thing you're in control of. So why not, like, take the most pride in those? Live your life as romantically as possible and go about things like that. Because the people that got all the things that we desire, say they're a professional baseball player, say they're a doctor, say these things, business owner, self-made, all they did was like move with like intense desire towards their goals. Like that intense desire for like where they wanted to be, like moved them. And it wasn't just about making actions they didn't want to make, because everyone thinks the road is like doing a bunch of stuff you don't want to do. That's true. But to some people, those decisions are made and those actions are done because they actually enjoy it and they actually want to, they see where they could be if they make these consistent daily actions. So I'll leave you with this. Short and sweet. Be inspired, and once you're inspired, move with that immediately. Lay out a plan. Like nowadays with ChatGPT, you can lay out a plan right this instant. You don't have to think about all these things like, what if this, or I don't know about that. You can talk to ChatGPT and get a plan for whatever you want to do right now. It might not be perfect, but you can tweak it, and that's why you can talk back and forth with ChatGPT. You can plan it out right now. You can think about the hardest thing. If I wanted to save $1 million, and I describe where I work and what I do, ChatGPT could spit out how I could work at this job for 10 years and spend money like this and save money like this, and I'd get to that $1 million. And I could do that right now, even though that might take me 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. So think about this. Move with inspiration, because it gives you energy to propel yourself forward. Okay? And think about what you want to do. What are you aiming at? What are you aiming at? If you want to be a better baseball player, don't just say a better baseball player. What kind of player do I want to be? I want to be a D1 baseball player that runs fast, that can hit for power, right? That can drop a base hit bunt down, that can defend well at third, right? And I want to aim at that thing because I'm in high school. Okay, what does that mean? That means if that's your desire, like what do I ultimately desire? Move at that thing with like so much work, like it's impossible to fail. And if you do fail, it's actually not failure. It's maybe you land at a D2 school, or maybe you end up somewhere else and you learn that baseball wasn't the thing that you wanted to do. Right? And that's the glory in it. You might not get to where you want to be, but along that way you'll learn that that's not what you want no more, and there's actually something else you want. And then that's the thing you move at with like immense desire. Because there's things that we want, but you don't move at them for whatever reasons. Like, don't be afraid to pursue that of which you want. Blessed, grateful, short and sweet. Listen back to that. Thomas Evans, Coach Red. Undiscovered Prospects. Discover yourself so the world can discover you.